Hey, my Lipton. So I actually wanted to do a quick video because I'm actually really busy. But I did want to talk about this because and it's nothing too serious. It's just some superhero news, and I also want to talk about Kuma. And please, I apologize if I mispronounce his name, but Kumali Nanjiani. I hope I'm saying. Oh my God, I'm butchering his name. I apologize. I want to talk about him because he was in the Eternals movie, and I want to talk about how he said that he needed therapy after bad reviews for the Eternals. I quickly want to just give my excitement news about this whole Deadpool 3. That's mostly the two topics I want to talk about. But first, let me talk about Deadpool. So, there's some rumors going around that the Deadpool 3, the first trailer will be advertised on the Super Bowl. I think that is extremely exciting. This might be my first Deadpool movie I might go to the theaters and go watch because I'm actually like a really big Wolverine fan, and I'm excited to see Hugh Jackman back in this role. I'm excited to see this new look, like him looking like the comic book character Wolverine. It's gonna be really exciting, and I'm pretty sure Disney is gonna advertise this the trailer at the Super Bowl. So I'm excited to see it. Let's see how good it looks. I'm definitely gonna, when the movie comes out, I'm gonna be giving my honest opinion. I'm gonna be doing my reviews. So, make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel, okay? Y'all knew I was gonna go into there. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get up to 800 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000. And when the movie does come out, my review will definitely be up. So, y'all wait for me. Next, I want to talk about this because I want to talk about Kumali for a second because I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50 with this whole thing. But first, let's just read the Guardian's article on what Kumali had to say about his time in the Eternals and the promotion of it. So it says here the actor Kumali Nanjiani has said that bad reviews for the Eternals, Marvel's little loved 2021 blockbuster, affected him so deeply he started seeing a therapist. Speaking on the Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, he said the reviews were bad, and I was too aware of it. I was reading every review and checking too much. So it goes on. Let's just skip. So it goes on. Nanjiani undertook many months of fitness and dancing training to prepare for this role. His physical transformation attracted much heat on social media in the run up to the film's release. The anticipation was high, and that's my hand is raised up here because I also had high anticipations for this movie. The first from acclaimed director Chloe Zhao. Let's just skip. Let's get to his quotes. So it says here, okay, so this is Nanjiani's quote. He said it was really, really hard, Nanjiani said, because Marvel thought the movie was going to be really, really well reviewed. So they lifted the embargo early and put in some fancy movie festivals, and they sent us on a big global tour to promote the movie right as the embargo lifted. Nanjiani said this unfortunate timing was heightened by the press tour taking place during COVID pandemic. I think there was some weird soup. Okay, and this is the quote that kind of, weird soup in the atmosphere for why the movie got slammed so much. And I think not much of it has to do with the actual quality of the film. He said it was really hard, and that was when I thought it was unfair to me and unfair to my wife, Emily, and I can't approach my work this way anymore. Some shit has to change. So I started counseling, talked to my therapist. Emily says, his wife, that I do have trauma from it. He continued. We actually just got dinner with somebody else from the movie, and we were like, that was tough, wasn't it? And he was like, yeah, that was really tough. And I think we all went through something similar. So in this article in the Guardian, they don't have the quote, because there was another thing that he said that kind of annoyed me, um, where he said that there was some weird soup in the atmosphere. So basically, what he was talking about, and the quote is probably in another article, but he was saying that the reason why the people weren't focused on the quality of the film, they were mostly focused on the LGBTQ plus um, scene that happened in the film, and the gay character that was in the film. So he said that's that was the reason why people didn't like the film. Let me just say this. Okay, before I even get to, I just want to say, like, when we as when critics, or like we as fans, like, we do want to give both sides of things. We do want to give the positive and negatives of things. So let's be very clear. I feel like no film really, if we're really going to be honest, no film is really perfect. Even the films that we love is not perfect. You know what I mean? So, I don't ever want, especially me as a fan that loves movies, I don't ever want an actor to think that they're not worthy, or like, or like the fact that their mental health is being affected in a way where bad reviews drives them to go have a mental breakdown. Like, that concerns me, and it's like I never want someone to be at that space, right? And it is unfortunate that the film. Then this is coming from me. I think I actually did an Eternals review on my channel. I think you guys can go on my superhero talk playlist. I talked about it. I had high hopes for the Eternals, even me. I had, when I saw the trailers and everything, when I saw the powers, I was like, oh, this is about to eat. Y'all guys got Salma Hayek, y'all guys got Angelina Jolie, y'all got, you guys got a deaf, character in there. This looks cool. Like, I was really excited for the film. And for me personally, when I went to go watch that, when I had the high expectations, I went to go put my money in. I went to go watch it in theaters. I personally did not like the flow of the storyline. I personally didn't like how certain characters were acting in the film. Like the woman that played Cersei, especially her, I feel like her character the most. Her and especially Kit Harington's character. Those two kind of annoyed me in that film. Really, like the woman that played Cersei. I need to find out what her real name is. The woman that played Cersei, she was like a deer in headlights for me in that film. Jon Snow's character was kind of useless. We're just gonna have to see and wait what happens to the next film. So that's just me. Let me get to, as far as like Kumail saying that he was reading every review and that sort of thing. There is, even though yes, I don't want nobody to have a mental breakdown. I don't want nobody to be at that space in life, like, because I never want anybody to do that. I never want to be in that space either. But I also feel like if you're gonna be in the realm of show business, if you're gonna be in the realm of like Hollywood movies, hell, it could be anything, movies, TV shows, singers, whatever, musicians, artists. At a certain point, you do need to have some form of thick skin, because you need to take the good with the bad. He just said in the article, when he went through his transition, when he was working out and he was doing his Bollywood dances and things like that, people were praising him. This is before the movie ever came out. And that felt good. And it's like, yes. And as you should feel good, you should be happy that people are like, okay, you look good, you look nice, compliments should be good. But I also think that, not everybody's gonna like what you put out. And you do need to form some, and it's hard. Unfortunately, it is hard, but this is what it is. At the end of the day, The Eternals is not the only film to be bombed in the box office. The Eternals is not the only film to have low scores on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I mean? There are films that have even lower than 47% Rotten Tomatoes. So it's like, I think that, while yes, I think his feelings are valid and everything, but he needs to take the good with the bad. Let's be very clear. Marvel's been having a tough time, period. Not just The Eternals. The Eternals is not the only film that people have been dragging. Yeah, I've been on this. I think my first superhero talk review on my channel, which by the way I need to subscribe to my channel. The first I think the first film that I talked about was Thor: Love and Thunder, and I dragged it. I was like, why the hell was Thor: Love and Thunder this bad? I dragged the writing team. I drag Taika Waititi every chance I get on my channel. I drag the writers, Kevin Feige. I'm like, how y'all guys have billions upon billions of dollars? Y'all guys can't hire quality writers, quality people for the VMX department, costume design, everything. So I dragged, and people, not just me, many people drag Thor: Love and Thunder. They say how horrible that film was. But you don't, but then again, it's like, when you look at, and there's no shade, when you look at Chris Hemsworth, and I talked about Chris Hemsworth on my channel, and Chris Hemsworth discussed his, you know, him seeing people's reactions to the film and how a lot of people did not like that film. Chris Hemsworth did not come out here talking about, so, oh, my mental health, no. He said, you know what? I saw the reviews. I saw what my son had to say. I saw everything, and there needs to be a change. We need a new director. We need new writers. We need quality writers. I mean, we're going to do better. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. So, in a way, that's why I feel like the tone should be. It shouldn't be, oh, well, y'all weren't appreciative of the quality of the film because there was an LGBTQIA plus character in the film. That's why I didn't like it. And it's just like, I hate, okay, before I even go to there, do I believe that there were people, and I actually do know that this was the case, like there were some homophobic sentiments, or like, you know, people not really liking film because, you know, it was too woke for them. Yes, and I'm saying that in particular because there was a YouTuber, a big YouTuber on this channel that does, like, you know, superhero reviews, and I'm not gonna say his name because I don't, you know, but he did say that, you know, the movie was too woke for him because of the kiss scene between the two men, and that sort of like annoyed me. So yes, was there some homophobia with a lot of the critics, or like, well, I would say the fans, really? Yes, but I don't think that was the overall sentiment of why people did not like this film. And I feel like Kumail just lowering it down to just, oh, because I didn't like the LGBT character, that's why I hated the film. That is such low-hanging fruit to me, and I felt like, I don't know, it plays into like the whole culture wars things that's going on right now on social media and things, and I hate that, because it's like, man, why not look at the quality of the film? Why not look at the storyline of the film? Why not look at the writing, how the characters were built up to be? Like, my personal two favorites in that film was Makari and what's his name, Druig, whatever, the one that liked Makari. Those are my two favorites, and she's a deaf character. So it's like, I liked her, and I liked their little small chemistry, even though their chemistry was like a little, it was like a small runtime for them. So it's like, I want Kumali to, you know, be better and get better. I don't want him to have a mental breakdown, but I also, even though he's probably not listening to this, but like, I also advise for him to, you know, you do need to take the good with the bad. At the end of the day, not everyone is going to like your film, and not everything is just like the low-hanging fruit of, oh, because y'all don't like diversity, or because y'all don't like inclusion, that's why the film didn't do well. It's like, no, like, the film fucking sucked. It's no shade. It's no shade. And I actually liked his character. I actually liked Kumali's character in the film. And I liked the gay character in the film. You know, I thought he was smart. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just, everything is so, like, people are just, everything is just like, okay, like, sensitive. And it's like, y'all know me. I will call, if y'all been my day ones, my lifters on the channel, y'all know I will call out any sort of racism, any sort of sexism, misogyny. I will call that out. But there are times where I do feel like, you know, it's overdone. It's always something, it's always some sort of card. And it's like, no, like, y'all need better writing. Y'all need better scripts. It is what it is. So that's just my thoughts on that. I have to be honest about that, you know. But this not to say, like, you know, his feelings aren't valid, that he wasn't hurt by. Of course, if your film does bad in the box office, I'm sure everybody will feel hurt about that. Any actor will feel hurt, and I think that this is also probably a learning experience for Kumali. And for one, he does need to develop thick skin, because you know what, every actor has, you know, good box office success, and then there are times where they don't have good box office success. So they have to take the good with the bad. And they're going to have to take the criticism too, because that's what comes with it. You're famous, like, you have make sure your mental health is in check, keep going to therapy. But that's just my thoughts on that, y'all. But please, I want you guys to think in the comment section, but I'm actually interested in having this discussion with y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.